Hey, welcome back to Living in Cleveland, your go-to channel for everything real estate, lifestyle, content in Northeast Ohio. Welcome back to another small business spotlight. Today, I'm lucky enough to have Liz Kaminsky with me today in our beautiful new conference room in our new office at Keller Williams. We just moved from Rocky River to Lakewood and we're super excited. Thank you, Liz, for joining me.
Pleasure
Appreciate
to be
it.
here.
So Liz and I work very closely together at Keller Williams. She's actually my transaction coordinator. So this video is really going to be more for the realtors out there that are at the point in your business where things are getting a little crazy. You need to free up some time. All of your time is being taken by servicing your under contract clients, and you're finding yourself not having time to lead generate and follow up and things like that. Hopefully you get a lot out of today, learning a little bit about Liz, what she does, how she has really positively impacted my business and freed up some time. So let's go ahead and get started. Sound good?
Sounds great.
When I was new in this business a few years ago, I didn't even really know what a transaction coordinator was or what they did. So my first question today, Liz, is what actually is a real estate transaction coordinator?
So a real estate transaction coordinator is someone who works with the agent to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible for all parties involved. So transaction coordinators make sure that all of the necessary documents are signed, all of the deadlines are hit correctly, all the I's get dotted, the T's get crossed in a transaction. They take care of the nitty-gritty of everything that goes on, so that the agents can focus on the things that actually make them money.
Gotcha. So you like to do all the stuff that I really hate doing.
Yes.
How convenient.
That is exactly the way it works.
So my next question is, Liz, if an agent can handle all that nitty-gritty stuff themselves, if they're capable of doing it, then why would they hire someone like you to do that for them?
Just because they can handle it does not mean that they should be handling it and that it is the best use of their time. All of these tasks take time. And if you're going to spend your time looking through the paperwork, talking to title, talking to lender, that's time you're not spending prospecting, going on appointments, talking to potential new clients. So because you're afraid to spend a little bit of money on a transaction coordinator, you're actually potentially robbing yourself of thousands of dollars that you would get with that next commission.
Okay, well, I can certainly relate to that, Liz. You freed up so much of my time. Like, my time is better used, having coffee with a prospect or making a phone call to a friend I haven't talked to in a while than doing the things that I don't really like to do anyways. So a little off script here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that stuff that I no longer have to do.
It is genuinely a pleasure to work with you. So.
All right. Okay, great. So my next question, Liz, is at what point in an agent's career should they hire a transaction coordinator?
As soon as they are ready to stop handling all of the details. A lot of agents wait until they have a lot of volume, and then they need the help so that they can keep growing. I know for a lot of part-time agents, so the ones who have a second job, it can be really handy to have a transaction coordinator, because while they're working during the day, the TC can take care of all of those details, can get the documents sent for signatures or back to whoever needs them. And so they don't have to worry about it while they're juggling, their other tasks. And even for newer agents who don't necessarily have as much experience going on, I have personally closed over 1,700 transactions throughout my career. So when something comes up and they're like, I don't know how to handle this, if they're working with me, I can be like, oh, I've seen that before. This is what we did. So it can actually be a benefit even to the newer agents, just because they get my experience as part of the deal.
Yeah, they're not just using you for the work itself. They're using you as a resource to help them get better.
Yep.
And I was a dual career agent when I first hired Liz to do my first few deals. So I wasn't at the point where I was doing a ton of volume. I still had a full-time job and I was doing real estate part-time back then. And oh my gosh, the amount of stress and anxiety and time that it took off my plate to have you doing that, even when I was just a part-time dual career agent, totally invaluable.
A dual career agent who's potentially looking to move from the dual career just into real estate, it can help them, give them that boost too that they need so that they can make that jump.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. I get it.
Yep.
That was me. I was there. I am this. So Okay, so a minute ago you said you've helped real estate agents close over 1,700 deals.
Yes.
That's amazing. I didn't know that till just this during this interview. I guess my question is, how are you able to handle so many transactions all at once? Like before I hired you, I had a hard time doing like two or three at once. How are you able to do that?
So, I mean, the easy answer is systems. I have really good systems that help me make sure that I don't don't miss anything, that everything's going to go smoothly. But the other thing is everybody's different personality wise. What you're good at. You're a great salesperson. I am not,
Aw.
but I am really good when it comes to the details.
Yeah.
So just because of like who I am and what my interests are, it allows me to pay more attention to those details and create and use the systems that allow for a high volume.
I love that. I love that. That's a great answer. And I think that, around the Keller Williams office here in Lakewood, I almost said Rocky River, in Lakewood, since we moved, we hear the word leverage a lot. And how are you able to leverage people who have people who have strengths that are your weaknesses? And that's one thing I've been able to directly use Liz for. I'm not good at all that stuff. I could do it, sure, but it just adds stress, and I have to be a better time manager. When I can leverage Liz and her strengths to cover my weaknesses, I mean, we all grow. Yeah, I love that. So I know the question that all these realtors are dying to have answered at this point is, what's the best way to reach out to you if they want to start utilizing your services for transaction coordination, like I did? How can they find you? Where do they start?
You can start either by sending me an email. My email is elizabeth@yourcletc.com.
Okay.
So that's short for Your Cleveland Transaction Coordinator.
Okay.
Or give me a call, send me a text. My phone number is 801-656-9220.
Perfect. Or you can shoot me a text or a message, and I can connect. Connect you with Liz too. Any of those three ways.
And I am a licensed transaction coordinator, so I'm also on the MLS. So you could just go on the MLS and look at the roster and find me there.
I'm just learning all kinds of things today, so that's awesome. So that's what we have for you today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, Liz. Thank you so much again for doing this. I cannot shout Liz's praises enough from the rooftops. Do yourself a favor, do your lead generation, do your follow-up, do those things that realtors really should be spending, the majority of their time on. Hire Liz and free yourself up to do those things that are going to generate more business. So thank you so much for joining me. Yep. Have a great day, guys. This has been Living in Cleveland, your go-to real estate, lifestyle, and content channel for Northeast Ohio. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next video.